Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Miss Catalina. Okay, so I'm gonna make this video really quick. I wanted to do this quicker video about an experience that I'm going through, sort of have gone through, but I think it's so important for me to share and to tell people. So it's in regards to discrimination as a trans woman. So about 5 years ago, I was discriminated because I was a trans woman. For whatever reason, they thought they knew that I was a trans woman and I was discriminated because I was a trans woman. But there had to be something else besides it just being a trans woman there, because they had this perception of trans women as it could be anything. It's not just, it doesn't just stop at my gender identity. It could be because they assumed that I was, maybe they just perceived me as a troublemaker, an alcoholic, sex worker. I don't know, because it just can't be that, just one thing. Anyways, I did kind of went to the organization and said, why, blah, blah. But they just gave me all these excuses and I sort of thought, I can't find them. And I didn't go any further because I just thought I believed everything they said, but I knew deep down in my heart, my feeling and my gut feeling knew that I was discriminated. It was wrong what they did, but I just didn't know what to do at that time. This is 5, almost 6 years ago. So something else happened more recently, which for legal reasons I can't get into because I actually have a lawyer involved. So I did speak to my lawyer in regards to the situation that I had 5 years ago. And we looked at it, unpacked it, put it together and realized at that time, had I brought it up 5 years ago, would have been a good case to fight, and we definitely would have won. Would have been a lot of work, but nonetheless, it was clear as day discrimination. The only reason why they can't do anything, well, there is something that can be done, but it would be much a bigger fight and a harder fight. Do I have the time? Do I have the capacity, the strength, the willpower to fight it? I actually don't know. Because it's more of a complex, I might even have to pay for it myself, unless I find a really good lawyer that will do a pro bono on it. I don't know. There's other things going on in my life that are more important than I need to. But the thing is, I did do something now about it. When I spoke to my lawyers, this is what they told me. When you're going through a discrimination case, and this is only based in Victoria, it may be similar, it may be the same, it may not be in other states, but I can only speak from my experience here in Victoria. In Victoria, if you feel that you've been discriminated, it's best to act straight away, immediately, because you technically have 6 months to file a complaint, right, in Victoria. It just legally makes things much easier, things are more smoother. So they say it's better to act now within 6 months. However, if it falls, that's under, so that will, you file a complaint and that will be under, I guess, the Victorian law. But if it falls outside of the 6 months, you can still fight against it within 12 months, because then you've got 12 months under the, I guess, the federal law, which is the Sex Discrimination Act. You can file it under that, and so that you get a lawyer and fight that way. But after 12 months, it just gets a lot harder. That's not to say, if you still feel that you want to go through it, go and find somebody that will do pro bono. If you've got the money, pay for a lawyer and see what they can do, because there is way around it, but it's just a lot harder. But that's where the lawyer comes into play, and they can do what they can do. Yeah, I wish I had done it then, but it was a different time for me, much different time. To act now, act straight away as soon as discrimination, regardless what that discrimination is, whether it's been you're discriminated because you're pregnant, because you're male, you're female, you're trans, you're gay, lesbian, bi, whatever that you, because you're a person of color, your disability, whatever it is, file a complaint. Because I think I was overthinking things, how difficult it's going to be to tell them, explain. And honestly, that's one of the easiest part is calling, because this is the thing, you have free 30-minute legal advice. A lot of law firms, community law firms have that, where you're entitled to free 30-minute legal advice. And honestly, so the first thing you would do is that you would call the law firm. You can call, like for me, I had to call Victorian Legal Aid. So they gave me a free 30-minute legal aid. And I think every state has one, New South Wales Legal Aid, Perth Legal Aid, all that kind of stuff. So you call, you don't actually speak to the lawyer. You will speak to just basically someone who's like a customer service. When you make that first call, the person that takes that initial call usually has nothing to do with law. Because they want that person to remain unbiased. You don't want that person who's not a lawyer to give you unsolicited advice. So they will talk you through. They basically will tell you what happened, but they will ask you the situation, what's happened. They write notes, and then they will give that to the lawyer, and the lawyer will look at it, do their part, whatever they look at, how does the law come into this, where the law comes into this, and what they need to tell you in order for you to go further, or whatever they need to tell you. I'm still dealing with that situation that happened 5 years ago, but I'm doing things differently. So I'm gonna do something else. What can I say? It's more of an education awareness thing. So yeah, so I just thought I'll share that really important advice for anybody going through, even if you're being bullied, sometimes when you speak to somebody, they'll be able to, I guess, read back what you've told them, and they'll say, well, this is actually not just you're just being bullied, but they're also being racist. It could be that, there could be a lot of things. So that's my advice. All right, so thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have a wonderful weekend or a wonderful week, wherever you are in this world. Bye.